let me tell you guys a little story. When I was in grade 1, we were in the library class, okay, and we were picking out a ton of different books. Being the Thomas fan that I was back then, I looked through the books and there I see like these newer versions of the Railway series books, or at least that's what I remember from memory. Again, it was several years ago. And just as I'm picking it out, another classmate looks to me, sees that I'm picking out the Thomas book, and says, "Ew, Thomas and Friends is for babies." Here I am, nearly 15 years later, and I have a Thomas toy right in front of me. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Matthew, and today, we are here with a different one. Yeah, I know, it's not Godzilla, and it's not something from Rio. It's actually Thomas, a new Thomas toy, which, for those that are not really equipped with the channel, I'm an older Thomas fan. I remember like back in the 2000s and early 2010s, significantly more the 2000s, I was huge into the series. Think of me now with things like Godzilla and BFDI. As I was for Thomas, that was basically like the same thing. Thomas stood heads and shoulders above everything else that I liked throughout my childhood. It was always there. At a certain point, I think like around the early 2010s, I did kind of like outgrow the series. I still liked it, but I didn't like it as much as I used to. And then as more time went on, a lot of my older Thomas stuff either got sold or got thrown away, unfortunately, or just got lost to time. So realistically speaking, I am out of Thomas stuff. I don't have my old Trackmaster stuff anymore, my old Wooden Railway, my Take Along, Take and Play, whatever the hell they call it these days. But here we are. I think they're called push-alongs now. I don't know. But this right in front of me is the 80th anniversary of Mattel, not Thomas and Friends, even though it is the 80th anniversary of the Railway series books from the 1940s. The 80th anniversary of Mattel, Thomas and Friends exclusive, Thomas Wooden Railway, the Ruby set, essentially. So we have like a ruby red Thomas, and then he's pulling like literal gems of rubies. So I've heard a bit of mixed things about this product in particular, especially when it comes to the paint quality of the trucks. And I've been severely out of the Thomas loop. I know a bit about it. I'm going to be talking here a little bit as I go on with it. Because I don't really haven't kept up with the show as recently. I know of All Engines Go, I know of Big World Big Adventures. I've done videos on both of them, which if you want to go check my Thomas playlist, go right ahead. This will probably be added to it. So again, I just thought, it was there on the store shelf. Why not buy it? It's fairly cheap, even though I had to get through a little bit of hurdles in order to get this thing. But that's what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to be just cutting this straight away. I almost wish I could preserve this box, but I know I'm not going to be collecting any more Thomas stuff. This is probably just a one-time thing, just because I like the novelty of having what does a 2025 made Thomas look like? I am aware of all the backlash that's been held against Mattel as of recently, with them, for lack of a better term, bastardizing the Thomas brand, which I understand, because they did All Engines Go, or actually they did Blubba, which was, I think, a response, if I remember correctly, to give Thomas more worldwide appeal. But they changed so much of what made Thomas and Friends so special and so unique that it ultimately just didn't scream the Thomas and Friends that we once knew. And as a result, people became more alienated with the series than anything. So in 2020, they ended the original series after nearly 40 years. Feels bad to do that. And they literally just went back to the drawing board and gave Thomas a whole new 2D, cheaper look, and significantly dulled down the age. Which, keep in mind, Thomas does appeal to any and all age. Oh boy, I did not expect. I thought they were all connected. Oh boy. Let's carefully bring this out because I am aware of the paint issue. Okay. So, So here we have the mine carts. again, I'm very much an outsider these days, so I wouldn't exactly know. Oh boy, I got a bunch of sticky gunk from this. So let's take a look at Thomas, the engine of the hour, man of the hour. I like this. I like the shininess. He's got a bit of like dents and bumps in him. I don't know if that's intentional. Probably not. I do like the lining on him. It's very thin and very accurate. It's also nice that they are bringing back the CG look for the merchandise, because it seems like with All Engines Go officially ending after, what was it, 4 seasons, they're actually understanding, okay, this is not what people want, this is what people want. And like, when I was at the store, there was a bunch of All Engines Go stuff, and it seemed like every other like classic Thomas merch, maybe aside from the minis, was like completely wiped off. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't really agree with the color choice here for like the funnel, like the smokestack here. I don't know. I feel like it should have been a bit more like blackened and then like a bit of a gray. I don't know. When I saw the images, I wasn't exactly sure what to think of the side rods, because I never really agreed with the side rods being like on the push along stuff. But here, they don't look that bad. I almost wish they could spin with the wheels. Coal, it's a bit iffy. Backlight here is not really painted, but does look good nonetheless. The face looks really nice, however. I do like the fact that you can actually like see Thomas's face here, and it actually like does look really nice here. The eyes I thought would be a bit of a problem because they are kind of faced to the right, but I do like the way that it looks here and here. It adds a bit of like personality to the Thomas. Here at the front, bottom. Okay, so let's take a look at the trucks. Now, if I remember correctly from other reviews, other people said that these were borrowed from All Engines Go, which like, I do see why. They definitely look a lot angular. My god, they're shiny. Now, if I remember correctly, you can take the rubies out. Yeah, come on. Not wanting to work with me today. So let's kind of like angle the camera down here. So again, yes, this is probably just a one-time thing for me. I don't necessarily plan on buying anything else. I merely just bought this. I have to forgive all the fuzz and fur. I have like a bunch of cats, so. Let's try coupling them up. Come here, Thomas. Okay. I at first didn't agree with like the clipping because I'm more used to the magnets, but this isn't actually that bad. Yeah, this isn't actually bad at all. I like the presentation of it. I almost wish these were like translucent or something, as opposed to like being just reflective plastic, because yeah, it is most certainly just regular plastic. But there you go. There's Thomas in all of his glory, his very much ruby glory. So yeah, that's gonna have to about do it for today's video. I do so hope you guys enjoyed. I will be doing like a review of this guy, but again, don't expect like much other Thomas content aside from this, because I really again only bought this for the novelty of owning something Thomas from 2025, and you know, it's actually pretty decent. I do like it. But that said, thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked it, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everyone.